and say, Honeywell and Space Camp touch lives. Will you do that for me? I am here tonight to tell you how Honeywell and Space Camp have indeed touched the lives of my students and myself. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked into the eyes of a dying father and had him ask you to grant him one of his final wishes? I have. And I'm here to tell you that it is because of Honeywell and Space Camp that in part I was able to grant that dying father's last wish. 4 years ago, I sat in the very chairs that you're sitting in tonight. I'll be honest with you, when I came to Honeywell, I didn't know what to expect. I will be very honest in saying I was excited about the blue flight suits. Let's hear it for the blue flight suits. I was very excited about that. But what I did not realize is it would change my life forever. Because it is here that I learned valuable curriculum. It is here that I met people that have become my best friends. People from Team Zaria, Team Kennedy, and all the people here at Space Camp and with Honeywell. I had no idea the impact it would make on my life. I was so inspired. And like all of you sitting here, I didn't know what I wanted to do first when I got back to my hometown. I could go on and on tonight to tell you all that my students and I have been able to accomplish in the last 4 years due to this wonderful, wonderful program of Honeywell educators at Space Academy. But I'm not going to do that tonight. Tonight, I'm going to talk to you about a little girl named Emma. Emma is one of my students, but to explain the full story, I have to kind of tell you where I'm from. So I'm from Oklahoma. I have 2 Oklahoma people in the crowd somewhere. Hey, wherever they are, yay! My students, for the most part, come from very poor families. Most of my students are from the Cherokee tribe. Wonderful people, in my opinion, some of the most wonderful people on the face of the earth. So, one of my dreams was, when I came back from Honeywell, is I wanted my kids to get to experience this wonderful experience that I had experienced. So I went back home and I wanted to take my kids to Space Camp, which was a huge goal because we just don't have the funding. But with the help of our community and the help of the Cherokee Nation, we got to come. In 2011, in the fall, I had a father come to me and he said, I heard you into this space program with Honeywell. And I said, yes, sir, I did. I know the family. And he said to me, I just found out I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And of course, I was shocked and I was so sad. He's very young. And he went on to say, you may not know this, but I've been building parts for NASA, the hardware for the shuttle mission for years. And it's my dying wish that my daughter get to attend Space Camp. Of course, I told him I would do anything in my power to get her to be able to go. And we did, as a town, get Emma to be able to come to Space Camp. Now, you've got to understand something. I brought lots of groups to Space Camp, and I see lots of things. But it wasn't the same with Emma. With Emma, she was the commander. And most kids, including you all and myself, I was excited, like, yes, we got the best mission and stuff. Emma, on the other hand, would say, my daddy made that panel. Hey, my daddy, he does those bolts. So she had a wonderful experience here at Space Camp. We got home, and she got to talk to her daddy about her experience here at Space Camp before he died. Her daddy did die in February of 2013. But the family came to me and said, we want you to know that because of Space Camp and Honeywell program, with the changing your life, this wish was granted. We cannot thank you enough. Emma has gone on this last year And she's decided she wants to make something of herself in the realm of science to help others. And I'm so very proud of her. When I asked the family if I could tell this story tonight, Emma's mother started crying because she said she can't thank us enough for granting her little daughter's daddy's last wish. I have some people to thank tonight. First of all, I'd like to start with the Honeywell teachers. Honeywell teachers, I want you to know I am so proud of you. For you see, you share my common goal. I know by virtue of you being here tonight, these children are not just another test score to you. They are not just another number, but you care about each and every one of them. I want you to hold your head high. I want you to know that you are on the most elite group on the face of the earth. Let me repeat that. You are in the most elite group on the face of the earth. Give yourselves a hand. And if you are a Honeywell employee, or if you are a Space Camp employee, would you please stand at this time? Please, just where you're sitting, you do not have to come forward. To those of you who have just stood, I am here on the behalf of the state of Oklahoma. I am here on the behalf of the Cherokee Nation and my children. I am here on the behalf of J. Oklahoma. I am here on behalf of a little girl named Emma. I am here for her daddy who could not be here to tell you tonight. Thank you. And when they just said that they were going to get a scholarship, I talked to Emma's mother before I came. And her youngest daughter's having a really hard time with Bo's death. And she said to me, I'd like to raise money for her to get space camp. Betsy's going to be coming here next year. So to Honeywell and to Space Camp, this wonderful program, Honeywell Educators at Space Academy, that has truly changed the lives of myself and my students. I say to you, thank you. In Cherokee, for thank you, we say, Wado. So on behalf of the Cherokee Nation, on behalf of Emma, on behalf of the countless students that the lives you have touched, Wado, Wado.